It's a sad day. When I say it's sad, then you should know that somebody has recently passed on. And if you don't know who that is, I am talking about the Olubadan of Ibadan. Yes, he passed at the age of 81, and he ruled just for 2 years. Yes, Oba Lekan Balogun Ali Okomade II died on the 14th of March 2024 at the UCH. That's the hospital in UI. That's where he passed. And it's quite sad that that has happened. But also, in light of that, we are going to be talking about the new Olubadan. Yes. But let's start with the late Olubadan, Oba Balogun, who joined his ancestors late Thursday evening, the 14th of March, like I mentioned, at University College Hospital in Ibadan. This was announced by the Oyo State Governor, Seyi Makinde. He said, these are the things he said. He described the Oba Balogun as an epitome of royal excellence and a great achiever who made great marks on Ibadan land in just a little over 2 years of his reign. Now, the fact that this man reigned for just 2 years brought a lot of questions on people's lips. They are asking, what is on that ancestral stool that these men sit on that just see them, die so soon? Because the person that was the Oba prior to him also did not reign for too long before he passed on. And then Oba Balogun ascended the throne at the age of 79, and 2 years after, he died at the age of 81. The last thing this man did was to preside over an emergency meeting. That was his last role as an Oba ever. And then he fell ill. He was at the University College Hospital in Ibadan, and he died shortly after. So they are saying, what is happening? Seyi Makinde, in his announcement, expressed condolences to the Olubadan Council, the Oyo State Traditional Council, and the people of Ibadan land and Oyo State, praying to God to grant repose to the soul of the deceased monarch. He said, with total submission to the will of God, I announce the passing unto glory of our Father, His Imperial Majesty Oba Dr. Moshood Lekan Balogun Ali Okomade II, the 42nd Olubadan of Ibadan land. A mighty Iroko has fallen. Oba Dr. Balogun has joined his ancestors. In Kabiyesi, Ibadan land had a cosmopolitan and well-experienced Olubadan who made indelible marks on the sands of history and achieved greatly within a short while. On behalf of the government and good people of Oyo State, I condole with the immediate family of Oba Dr. Balogun, the Olubadan in Council, the Oyo State Traditional Council, and the people of Ibadan land. It is my prayer that God grants repose to the soul of our late monarch. That was what the governor said. Now, they are going to bury this man soon enough. He's going to be buried on the 14th of March, 2024 at 4 p.m. in line with, Islamic traditions. They are supposed to bury him almost as soon as his death. And now you know how Muslims do their thing. That's how soon they are going to bury him. And I don't know what you would make of that, but that is what is currently happening. I'm going to talk about his burial, but before I do that, let's just talk about his burial. Yes. Let's just talk about that. Then I want us to actually talk about the new Oba of Ibadan, the new Olubadan of Ibadan land, because it was announced just as soon as the death of this man. A lot of persons thought it was going to be a different person. I want us to delve into that properly, but let's just finish this chapter about the late Oba. The remains of the late Olubadan of Ibadan land, Oba Lekan Balogun, will be interned according to Islamic rites on Friday, the 15th of March 2024, at his ancestral home in. I'm just going to rush through this so we can go to the proper gist. Yes, in Ibadan, Oyo State. And this statement was made available to people by the late monarch's personal assistant on media, Oladele Ogunshola. He said the burial announcement was made by the Oba Balogun's youngest brother and Baba Kekere Olubadan, Senator Kola Balogun. And they said that at age 81, the late monarch was taken to the hospital Wednesday morning, having stayed indoor throughout Tuesday on account of slight malaria fever. Though he was ill and healthy on Monday, during which he received a few guests personally that paid him congratulatory visits on his second anniversary on that day. The late Olubadan was a British-trained PhD holder, a former university lecturer, a former member of the management staff of Shell British Petroleum, a former governorship candidate, a former senator, and a successful businessman. And like I mentioned, his last meeting and yada yada, and all of those things. Now they had a meeting, a committee meeting. They ratified, and it was ratified by the Olubadan Advisory Council, and it was presided over by Otun Olubadan and former governor of the state, High Chief Rashidi Balogun. And that was his meeting. That was the last meeting of the Oba. Now they are now saying that a new Olubadan is available, and that's Oba Owolabi Olakuleyin. That is the next Olubadan of Ibadan. He's from Ibadan Northeast local government, the same local government as the late Oba Balogun. He is to be the 43rd Olubadan, and people are saying it should be Rashidi Ladoja, because prior to the ascension of the throne by the late Oba, himself and Rashidi Balogun were the ones that were supposed to be king, and then Rashidi stepped down, right? Ladoja stepped down for this late Oba, saying, okay, you're my older brother, I can't really be having power tussle with you, and he remained as the Otun, the high chief in the council of Obas. Yes. So when this man died, a lot of people said, okay, finally it's Rashidi's turn. See, patient dog, you eat the fattest bone, blah blah blah. When he was stepping down, he never could have assumed or imagined that the Oba was going to be there for just 2 years, But now they are saying that it's a different person from the Okugbaja family in Itabale area of Ibadan. That's the person that is now going to be the new Oba. Some people are not finding it funny, and some others are saying, you don't know what this is also spelling for Rashidi Ladoja. Maybe these months will not be there for too long. I mean, I'm sorry to say that, but that's what people are saying on the internet. Of course, they're not wishing ill on the new Oba. We don't know when they're going to, what's the word now? Install him as the new Oba. We don't know when that is going to happen, but we just know that he has been announced and pronounced the new Oba of Ibadan, Oba Owolabi Olakuleyin. This man is from, like I mentioned, is from Okugbaja family in Itabale area of Ibadan. He served in the Nigerian army and won the Federal House of Representative elections under the Social Democratic Party in the Abote Third Republic. Unlike the late Oba Olakuleyin is a devoted Christian. So let's see how this is. Some people are even saying, what is happening in Oyo State? You've lost someone of Ogbomoso, you've lost Olubadan, you've lost Alafi. What is happening? But they are saying this as a result of installing old men as kings. If you want them to stay very long, I mean, they are closer to the grave than an average person, all things being equal. But yeah, that's where we are at currently in Ibadan. And condolences to the family of the late Oba, condolences to the people of Ibadan, to the people of Oyo State and his immediate family. All right, guys, I'm going to see you in the next video. Let me know what you think about this one. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves and bye.